I just want to stop feeling like the biggest failure in the world. In this video, I wanted to kind of talk about me navigating the post-grad crisis, which is exactly what I've been doing, what I've been working on for the past 3 months because I graduated in May. And turns out it's not the smoothest ride ever, but the main way I've been coping is distracting myself. So much of your life is just school, and after you graduate, it's like, wait a second, this routine that I've been doing for the past like 18 years of my life is suddenly over. Like, how am I supposed to cope now? What am I supposed to do? So navigating that transitional phase has been kind of weird. I think as September is drawing upon us, I know September is not that big of a deal if you don't go back to school, but I feel like this summer has been my last big time to fully relax and enjoy myself. Not that I have a whole job lined up in September yet, like 100% guaranteed, but I do want to start being more on the grind once fall comes. Can I just lock in for whatever I want to achieve? I think a lot of my past self was very much like, I don't want to work 9 to 5. I want to be able to be creative and stuff, but now it's time to get realistic, unfortunately. And yeah, so but today we have a little bit of fun before, I think tomorrow and Friday, I'm going to actually be like reflecting and re-strategizing, which is what I definitely have to work on. One of my friends is having a little birthday party, so I will be distracting myself. My #1 technique for dealing with the post-grad crisis. I got her a little gift. It's not from this company. It's not jewelry. This blind box Miffy phone stand, so she can watch YouTube with Miffy supporting her by her side. And the last step I have to do, I'm going to write her a quick little birthday note because I think handwritten notes are just so beautiful and cute and sweet. So that's exactly what she's gonna get from me. And I will get back to you when things get more interesting. The least aesthetic picnic spread ever. I think it's because of the chips. They're just not cutesy. That's okay. This is real. I live at the beach at this. I feel 10 years older than the songwriter I was. A teenager tumbling through the keyboard, the chords, melodic buzz, playing house with my own fantasies, prancing round the stage. I started my old album of my dear coming of age. It used to be good, it used to be sweet. The outpouring of me, I got it off my chest in keyed simplicity. It used to be right, it used to be mine. Songs capsuling my time, I got it off my chest the way I want to now define.
It's going to be 2.5 hours. Right. And it's really just like prioritizing the fans' experience.
So it's the next day and I'm fully crashing out. I feel like I'm the most unimpressive person on the planet, like genuinely. Every time I open LinkedIn, I want to throw up. I swear everyone in my circle is advancing in their career and like doing cool stuff and getting hired, and I'm just like sitting here and I don't know like what I'm gonna do, and I don't even know if I can like ever get employed at this point. I don't know. When I entered college, I was just like, I was so like sure that I would be able to like make something of myself, like in entertainment, like in music or with my like videos, even though I'm not even the most strategic poster. Like, I don't know, I was just so confident this would work out for me, and it obviously didn't. So like at the time I was like, oh, I don't want an office job. Like I'm not going to put that much effort into my studies because I'm just going to give 100% of myself into my dreams, and I'm going to follow them and they're going to come true. But now they didn't come true, and I'm just looking back at all that I did in the past and realizing I should have done more. And I think that's like a very common thing that people experience, probably, that they feel like they could always have done more. I know the whole like thing of like, if it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. So I'm like, why is it meant to happen that I suck? Like, why is it meant to happen that I didn't try hard enough forwarding my career? Like, why have all my experiences just been so mid? Like, and like my professional experience and my professional life, and I think I could be a very good employee. Like, I think I could contribute a lot and like be creative and have that good energy, but like everyone wants someone who has a lot of experience in the past, and I just don't. So I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun this summer, but it's kind of been like a distraction period of like what my life is actually going to look like and how I'm going to like just live my life for the rest of, like, I'm supposed to enter the real world, and you know, but I don't know if I'll be able to like do anything with my life. I was watching Frances Ha last night. There's this one scene where her credit card gets declined and she's like, I'm not a real person yet, and I feel like I can really relate to that because I don't know, I feel like I'm still a child, but I'm actually an adult. And I don't know how I'm going to actually feel like an adult if I keep wasting my time and like not being consistent and not getting a job. And I know I want to be able to support myself and put my skills to use and actually like do something and be productive. And all I can do is like keep applying to jobs and keep getting rejected. I just want to stop feeling like the biggest failure in the world. Yeah, I'm feeling at least 5% better than I was feeling yesterday. Probably my lowest low of the summer. As time moves, so do we. Today is another day of mostly being at home, especially because it's raining outside. It's really gloomy. It's kind of into folklore. I have a coffee chat in like 15 minutes, which is kind of crazy because I never do coffee chats, but I accidentally networked a little too close to the sun, and now I secured a real career professional who's gonna talk to me. Like, oh my goodness gracious, like, that's so nice of you. Thank you for making the time. I hope the questions I ask are not going to be stuff that he's received a million gazillion times already. I think it's gonna be 30 to 45 minutes of the best conversation I'll ever have in my life. So wish me luck and I will update you. I literally have coffee chat questions right here because gotta come prepared. But yeah, first of all, this guy gave me an hour of his time, which was so nice because usually a coffee chat's like 30 minutes, but I don't know, this was so like comforting just to hear someone's advice that was like wise and good. Yeah, I feel so lucky. I feel so lucky to have talked to knowledgeable people who work in the industry, and like maybe coffee chats are actually not the end of the world. And there's something that you should check out. So I will be getting along with my day, and that kind of ate. Oh, I also want to update. I have furniture now. Isn't this so cute? It came yesterday. I was setting up a little bit to cope post crash out because when in sadness, get a bed. So she's so cute. And then this is the desk with a lot of stuff piled on it, and that's my guitar. And I feel like I'm me again, having stuff to sit on and a headboard. I was gonna go out today, but I think I'm going to have a little day at home, you know, just a cozy time. So welcome to my channel. I totally accidentally took an hour-long nap. If you've been watching for a while, you know that I am a self-proclaimed nap queen. Like I can't stop sleeping. And this bed is really, really comfortable. I don't know, I'm just like so in love with the fact that I have one again. But something I've been struggling with probably throughout my whole life is I will want to do something, but then I'm so excited from the idea of having done it that I don't actually do it, and it takes me a while to like really get on top of my stuff. And I'll be like, oh, I'll do it later, I'll do it in an hour, and then like an hour passes and I haven't done it. So that's kind of been my little struggle, but it's okay, it'll all get done after another 30-minute break. So I've been working through Slouching Towards Bethlehem for a little while, like a couple months. The writing is kind of dense, like it's very good writing, but it makes me take a little bit of time to process it, which is really good because I love writing that challenges me and makes me think. Not that it's like War and Peace, but it's just a bit more introspective. This book has a bunch of cultural essays, but then personal essays as well. And I think I just read my favorite one so far, which is on keeping a notebook. A couple things stood out to me. She talks about how writing things down, not even just as a diary, but just to record how she's feeling in the moment, is kind of like keeping in touch with her younger self, which is kind of beautiful to me. It doesn't even have to be entirely true. It just has to be about how she felt. And I think that is truly the essence of sincere expression, is going back to how whatever it is makes you feel. Perhaps it never did snow that August in Vermont. Perhaps there were never flurries in the night wind, and maybe no one else felt the ground hardening and summer already dead, even as we pretended to bask in it. But that was how it felt to me, and it might as well have snowed. Could have snowed, did snow. How it felt to me, that is getting closer to the truth about a notebook. And that's so beautiful. And the part I said about like your past selves, I think we are well advised to keep on nodding terms with the people we used to be, whether we find them attractive company or not. Otherwise they turn up unannounced and surprise us, come hammering on the mind's door at 4 a.m. of a bad night and demand to know who deserted them, who betrayed them, who is going to make amends. We forget all too soon the things we thought we could never forget. We forget the loves and the betrayals alike, forget what we whispered and what we screamed, forget who we were. It is a good idea then to keep in touch, and I suppose that keeping in touch is what notebooks are all about. Capturing that perspective in time and kind of tracing it back to who you were in that very moment. I think even when it comes to like having this channel, it's kind of like a notebook in video form. If I think about how I filmed scenes, like they're from my perspective. If I decided to zoom in on this squirrel, like that squirrel reminds me of that day. It takes me back to who I was in that moment. And I'm able to keep the past me's alive through these videos. At the end of the day, whenever I get discouraged about what this channel means to me, everything I am pursuing, you know, at least I am recording how I felt and keeping that part of me alive. I will always be able to come back to myself, and I think that's a beautiful thing.